The Falakata is in India, but it's in West Bengal, and East Bengal is now Bangladesh. And so when the partition happened, the Bangladeshi, all the Bengalis that were in India, in our area, went to Bangladesh, and all the Hindus that were in Bangladesh. And the refugee camp was right adjacent to our big rice field. And these poor guys, I mean, it was not a very comfortable area. And sometimes they were kind of hungry, and they'd often come by. And the interesting thing is, anything we had, they wanted. If I opened a can of anything, they wanted the can. If there was an empty bottle, poor things, I mean, they were really hard up. But they would come by quite often, and they're nice folks. And I don't know if I told you, but the United States Information Services loaned us a television, a radio, a television, because you had things to look at. But anyhow, Saturday night, they would often send us a film. We got Scrooge and some of the Indian films, decent ones, not bad ones, but decent ones. And so Saturday night, we would often entertain our kids, who would get into fights on Saturday night if we didn't keep them entertained. And so we had a big chapel, and of course, when you show a film, you turn off the lights. And the refugees, we call them Bahis, as soon as they see the chapel lights go off, they come roaring over. And the chapel was full. It was really a classroom that we called the chapel, but anyhow, it was full with kids. But we had plenty of windows, and as soon as the lights went off, the windows would be full up of refugees watching the film. It was their only entertainment, poor dears. It was real interesting, but there was a big crowd there, very poor sanitation. The Indians at that time were not fond of outhouses. They much preferred using behind a tree, but it gets pretty unwholesome that way. Now, at our compound, my husband, by the way, is a very practical man. He's had his PhD eventually, but he's very mechanical. And after we'd been at Falakata for a little while using an outhouse, he wrote to the brethren and said if they could send him enough money, he would do all the work. So he actually had the septic tank built and did all the work. And so we had running water, and good bathrooms for our students. This is something they'd never had before. They were just thrilled. They had a pump they could bathe. And so it was very nice.